the Decemberists, at least part of them.
40%.
Introduce yourself, gentlemen.
I'm John Moen. I play the drums in the band.
And I'm Nate Query. I play bass.
Well, it's great to have you here. I'll Be Your Girl, the Decemberists album, is being inducted into the Oregon Music Hall of Fame as in the Album of the Year category.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's really nice to hear.
Yeah, we're honored. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty
It
exciting.
happened, yeah. It was released last year in March, your 8th album, I'll Be Your Girl. Given the times that we live in, I'm not surprised at what I observe as themes of darkness in it, futility even, occasionally. And I actually like that in my music. That kind of reminds me of the kind of music that was being made during the 60s, the protest music.
Yeah.
I like that people are bringing up those kinds of subjects within the scope of their songs and their lyrics. I read that Colin was describing it as a political stirring up emotions from the last presidential election kind of a thing. That's where the lyrics came from. Does he bring in the lyrics, or do you all collaborate?
No, it's all him.
It's all him.
Yeah.
Tell Colin Malloy I said hi.
We will. Say hi.
I'm very grateful to artists like yourselves that you can gift us with this kind of music for the tumultuous times, uncertain times that we live in. So what was the muse, do you think, for this project, I'll Be Your Girl?
Well, that's a good question. I mean, I think, is there such thing as an anti-muse?
There might be.
Trump? Trump was kind of the anti-muse, you know what I mean? Thing that, I mean, certainly not every song on the record, I don't think, but
No. There's a song called Everything Is Awful, for instance,
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
There is a song called Everything
which
Is
sums up quite a few things in our world today.
Yeah.
And I was wondering about another. We don't have to delve into the meaning of the song. I think that
Be guessing on some of that. But
yeah. Colin would have to explain himself. But there's another track that has been receiving some attention. Rusalka Rusalka, Wild Rushes. Tell me a bit about that track and why it sounds the way it does and kind of has a Baltic feel to it almost.
It's myth. It's like a real Russian myth, right? Rusalka, that's like a mermaid thing. I mean,
the siren, the calling of the siren.
Yeah.
We didn't. We're not the guys who read the thing and got the inspiration, so we're gonna probably, not do it justice explaining it.
But no need to explain it. But I just kind of wanted to mention those two tracks because they're, they speak to the moments that we're living through right now. The big surprise on this album for me is that there's an introduction to synth sounds, to your folk rock kind of style. Maybe I think of Depeche Mode, New Order kind of feel. You sidestepped your usual producer, Tucker Martine, who's a wonderful guy. We know him. But was it the producer John Congleton?
Yeah.
Instead of Tucker, that maybe brought in this different kind of sound to your usual more folky kind of feel? What do you think?
I think it was maybe the other way around. We've used synths in the past, but had been talking about going for a different sound and trying, or just challenging ourselves to experiment more than and try and get out of some of the usual patterns we fall into. And because we were talking about that, we decided to find a different producer to kind of shake things up. And he's somebody whose sounds are interesting, and his approach is very he's quick, and he kind of pushes you to try different things, and he doesn't mind experimenting. I mean, Tucker doesn't either, but he doesn't mind experimenting, going down a road to the point where you've gone too far, and then you kind of dial it back.
Yeah.
So in some ways it was that we were already talking about those things and wanted to experiment, and decided that he might be a fun person to do that stuff with.
Yeah, I really want to invite everybody to check out I'll Be Your Girl for, if you have certain expectations of a Decemberists album, that this has a different feel to this collection. I almost look at I'll Be Your Girl as a therapy for the soul, for the heart, the mind. That's how I view
It's a
it.
great compliment.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And maybe your next album can be a collection of songs aimed at children.
Well,
Sure.
I'm up for anything.
Because a lot of your fans are raising children right now.
Yeah.
And we have children who are fans.
Yeah.
I think everything is awful, and we have a lot of. It's funny, some of the songs that kids
Isn't there a chorus of
pick up
children in
on.
that singing in that song?
That's it. We All Die Young.
Oh, We All Die
as
Young.
the chorus of kids.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you guys are such a humor. That's what I love about you.
There's nothing funny about it.
Yeah.
But seriously, what sorts of things are itching your creative spirit collectively as the Decemberists?
Well, we're on a bit of a hiatus, so we haven't been sitting around, formulating a new plan yet. But I think we're getting together soon to talk about what the future might bring. To be honest, we're really kind of led by Colin. I mean, he's really the
Gang
person.
leader.
He writes the songs and generally comes up with the concepts and things. But it just, we're all alert for the next mission, pretty much.
And he just wrote a book for kids about insomnia. So
Really?
yeah.
Oh, so I
Called
was getting
Everyone's
the
Awake.
children.
So I think we're all enjoying not being on tour and fighting insomnia at home instead of on a tour
Oh,
bus.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
I can just imagine, yeah. Well, congratulations once again on achieving the status of Album of the Year in the Oregon Music Hall of Fame.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Please.
much.
And
Thanks so much.
when you got the call, when Terry called you, what were your thoughts? Like, really?
It was just, we're just honored, Been living in this town for quite a while, and
Yeah.
it's a treat to be with all your fellow musicians.
The legacy will live on there. It's a treat to have you be part of this town.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nate and John and the Decemberists.
Thanks for having
Thank
us.
you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.